Alright guys, we're going to do a project based off of the Statue of Liberty and an artist named Peter Max. Here's a couple of his works that we're going to take a look at here that have inspired this project. Okay. Notice that they're both of the Statue of Liberty, but they're just two different views. You might notice that there's lots of colors, but yet you can easily recognize what this is. Okay, so we're looking at those works, and we're going to do one that's it's based off it, but we're going to use a different method to achieve the look. Okay, here's a finished one that I did the other day, and you'll notice that the color behind it shows through, and we're going to be doing a drawing. And what you see here is a transparency, which is a clear piece of plastic that we're going to be drawing on. Okay. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to be looking at the actual image of the Statue of Liberty. Okay, so you'll notice kind of this one on the front here. You could do either an image of the entire Statue of Liberty by looking at it and drawing it. Okay. We're not going to trace it though. Okay, I know it might be tempting to just trace it, but I do want you to kind of look at it, work on those observational skills of just trying to draw what you see. Okay, so you have that option there that you can look at. This one here is a step-by-step method, just focusing on the head of the Statue of Liberty. You can do that as well. And then on the back here is another one that shows how to draw the entire Statue of Liberty. And it's broken down into different parts. There are grids on it. You could draw those grid lines, or you could just kind of work on your own. Okay, so you have three different options there to work from. Probably the easiest one, if you're not as skilled, or maybe you're just want to focus on the head, that would be probably a little bit easier one. Okay. And also, if you look at Peter Max's work, you could even do, like, he didn't even do the bottom part, just kind of focused on the top part here. So that's another option too. You could zoom in on like part of it. So if you wanted to have the head and also the torso, you could do that. Okay. So you'll do that on a sheet of paper and by looking at it and drawing from it. Okay. Once you're done with that, okay, there's a head one that I did that I used. You're going to take a transparency and you're going to place it on top of your drawing, and you're going to paper clip that down. Okay. You just don't want that to move around while you do your tracing. Okay. And I have a few different markers. I do have some colored ones. I would recommend that you do it black first maybe, but I did notice that when you work on it, the thin line probably isn't quite enough. You might need to go over it with maybe a thicker marker, and you could even add a little bit of color into it. Okay, so you're just going over those lines and you're trying to outline the work that you did with your drawing. Okay. Watch out for smudging. You might want to move it around so your arm doesn't run through it. And then here I could also add a little bit thicker lines to it. Maybe I wanted to thicken it up. Maybe I wanted to add a little bit of color in with the permanent markers. Maybe I wanted to go in and take one of these thicker ones. This will actually make it a lot bolder. Okay, and you could also even add other colors into it too. It's perfectly fine. We're kind of basing it off of the work. And the cool thing is, when we do the painting next time, it's going to show through. And then this will be overlaid later on onto another piece of paper.